Hey everyone, Sharpan here, and this is a return to the What is the Indian Market video series, where we try to break down all of the different components of the Indian market as we head toward our first Indian market auction, which is our live event next Friday here in Hyderabad on April 16th, 2022. In the previous videos, I set up the context for the origin of Indian market and what it's turned into now, and I actually made an announcement that we are building and releasing India's first commercial metaverse. So I wanted to dive a little deeper into what that means. So we believe that the metaverse is an abstract concept that's fundamentally difficult to define, at least where we are right now in 2022. And different people and different companies have different expectations of what that actually means. And there are companies all across the world and companies right here in India that are taking full advantage of all of the unique propositions that the Web 3.0 offers. And a lot of that has to do with immersive and augmented experiences in the realms of gaming, shopping, interacting socially with people. And there are great companies, some large, some small, that are working on building the future of India's economy in this dimension. And that's why we wanted to showcase them at the Indian market auction, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But I wanted to give more insight as to what we mean when we say India's first commercial metaverse. So we like to think that a key point in what's going to define the future of the metaverse, especially here in India, is the small to medium businesses that may or may not be able to take advantage of what this incredible shift has to offer. We know that during the shift where everybody went from analog to digital in the late 90s, small to medium businesses were more or less left behind because they lacked the capital and technical know-how to really jump on board. That obviously gave room to gigantic startups, or I guess at the beginning they weren't gigantic startups, but later ended up becoming gigantic startups, which have made our lives amazing and simpler. But that came at the cost of a lot of businesses that used to be offering products and services to their community. We think that the metaverse and the Web 3.0 and the cryptocurrency revolution at large is an opportunity to re-level that playing field. And with so many small businesses decentralized across India, there's not a better place to really fulfill that initial vision of crypto. And so what we wish to do with the Indian market is actually restore it to the Indian market, where there are businesses of all shapes and sizes from all over this vast country that can use the metaverse and the power of blockchain to be able to reinsert themselves into the future of the economy. And how are they going to do that? They're going to do that by metaversifying. So this is a term that we've come up with. Well, I'm sure we're not the first ones to say, but we're definitely running with it. And it's a mind shift, it's a paradigm shift that allows any business to use the power of tokens and NFTs to be able to create further lasting bonds with their customer base, to be able to raise capital when they need to, and to create a competitive moat around which they can thrive. And so what we provide is a tool, it's called Metaversify, which allows any business, mostly focused on retail businesses, to be able to create tokenized rewards, tokenized offerings, and tokenized products to accompany the physical stores, the brick and mortar, maybe they're doing e-commerce, to accompany the traditional retail experience. So what this product enables is a simple tokenization process, the ability for them to create and plug this into their current checkout system and their current commerce system, and if they don't have a digital one, to be able to onboard them into one, and to create a storefront inside the Indian market platform that allows them to operate in the metaverse. And so if you're running a small business, let's say my small business is called Sharpan Shoes, I would be able to create my own metaverse store with the Indian market. I would have my own metaverse address at Indian.Market /Sharpan Shoes, and there all of my token offerings will be listed. And some of those token offerings are oriented to, capitalize my business. Those could be share tokens or ICOs or different components of where people can invest into my business. And then others are oriented around customer engagement, whereby I can create VIP services, reward systems, punch cards, all using NFTs. And so this is a really daunting task for any business, let alone a small business. And that is why we think it's critical that there is a simple to use, very affordable platform that takes care of the end-to-end of metaversifying any business. And that is the first out of 6 pillars that make up the Indian market. And that is why why we believe a network of those businesses is creating India's first commercial metaverse.